Wake up, Washington Commanders Nation. It is week 1 NFL kickoff week, and we open up against the New York Giants this week. And in my almost 34 years of fandom, this is the first time I can genuinely and wholeheartedly say Washington's Super Bowl window is now open today. Let's talk about it. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up. Let's go, Washington Commanders Nation. It's your boy Rio Robinson, back with the latest and greatest on the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel, where we ramble about our Washington Commanders. It is Monday, September 1st. We are 3 days away from NFL kickoff opening up with the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles, and 6 days away from Washington's season opener, home opener versus NFC East rival Big Blue, the New York Giants, coming to town. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard kick. We get the A squad from Fox on that one. We're talking Brady and Burkhardt. But this is the first time in my almost 34 years of life where I can look in the mirror, look at a camera, and speak into a microphone and say, Washington's Super Bowl window is now open, and we can officially toast, chuck the deuces up to, and forget about 2024. It was a magical acid trip, fever dream of a season, and for me, that was the best season of my fan life. I was born into the 91 season where a Super Bowl happened, but little infant wet behind the ears, probably on my first face, Mario, did not understand anything that was taking place at the time being. So 2024 was the best I've ever seen this team played, and we were 60 minutes away from the Super Bowl. We can no longer sit here and be concerned about what we did last year. Put it all in the past, because we're trying to win one of these, damn it. We're trying to win one of these. Super Bowl 60, Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, California. That's where we want to be at the end of the season. And yes, it was magical. Yes, there was 5-game winning drive. Yes, we doinked to the divisional round, but none of it matters anymore because a new season is now upon us, and it starts versus a divisional rival, and damn, it does not get easy this year, and it shouldn't get easy this year, and we need to stop the underdog tropes. We're not underdogs anymore, baby. We're overdogs. We have expectations. What is that sentence they keep throwing around? Jaden, Quinn, Cliff, Witt, Adam Peters. The standard. The standard is the standard. We ain't ever had a standard of positivity in my entire life as a fan. So having a standard for which players need to conduct themselves on the field, off the field, and guys need to get up to speed. We have a superstar, face of the organization, face of the division, face of the conference, and eventually face of the league talent at the quarterback position. Hashtag MVP5 loading, because I see a MVP candidacy season at minimum for Jaden Daniels in year 2. Sophomore slump? No. Sophomore jump. We're ascending over here. I look at the best quarterbacks in the league. The lazy casual fan will tell you the league has tape on Jaden Daniels. They've seen him before, and he's seen all of you too. And he's got you loaded up in his VR set, and he's going to get surgical on you in 2025 because he has a better supporting cast. Like, I keep trying to mention it to these people. They don't want to hear it. Rio, why are you so confident about Jaden? Why don't you let him play some? Because I know what special looks like. If there's anything a Washington fan knows, they know exactly what it looks like when a guy is bad, when a guy is average, or when a guy is not going to cut out in this league. This guy is unlike anything we've put on this roster in my entire life. I don't care how fun 2012 was. 2012 ain't had shit on 2024 Jaden Daniel. Jaden could have won the MVP last year, and people would not have been upset about it. Josh Allen's passing stats were a little bit better than Jaden's, and Jaden played 3 games with broken ribs and missed about 6 quarters last year, with probably the league's 19th or 20th best roster. We're coming for it all in 2025. I want y'all to up your expectations. Stop being scary. Put the PTSD aside. Stop being pussy and expect and want more from this team in 2025. Everybody wants us to regress. Nobody's used to nor is accustomed to seeing Washington in positive headlines. Washington being picked. Washington with significant expectations to actually contend, especially on a consistent basis. Something sustainable. Nobody wants to see it. That's why I got Cowboys fans crashing out on the timeline talking to me about Rain Dakota Prescott. Can't relate to that guy. He's been in the league for a decade, and my rookie already got him wiped down. Can't relate to it. New York Giants fans are talking real greasy on social media right now. Can't relate to them either. They got a rinsed, washed, and tumbled Russ starting at quarterback and a question mark in Jackson Dart, in which they traded up for. My quarterback came out the box ready, assembled. Eagle fans keep talking to me about Jalen Hurts, who's 2 spots better on the top 100 countdown than my second-year quarterback after winning hardware. Jalen Hurts just won one of these, and he ain't top 15 in the league, top 10 in the league, top 5 in the league. You could put hardware, you could put a filter, you could put the greatest makeup in the world, but a game manager finna be a game manager no matter what you give him. And that guy we got managing games for the Washington Commanders is not one of those. He's different. He's cut from a different cloth. And as you can see on screen, he has his number 1 target back. Suited, booted, full speed, ready to go. Tell the league, don't ask us about that fluky ankle injury that kept him on the pup during training camp. Debo, ready to go. Noah Brown, ready to go. Scary Terry, ready to go. Jalen Lane, and dare I say we sign another receiver this week. When I did my 53-man roster projection at the Commanders Kings live event, I said 5 and a possible, like we playing spades. Our 6th receiver was not on the roster. I said we can maybe practice squad Ja'Cory Brooks, in which we did. Maybe a Tate Martin, in which we did not. And if we're going to have a 6th receiver, he's not currently on the roster. Kendrick Bourne is scheduled to meet with the Washington Commanders tomorrow. He'll be meeting with the 49ers today. What that tells me is that Washington's going to sign him if they want him, because he'd come. I feel like he went to San Francisco because he has relationships. They have an obvious dire need there with Brandon Ayuk missing time this year. Like, they really finna run it with Ricky Pearsall. I mean, they took Pearsall in the first round. You draft the first round receiver, he better be ready to go out there and play number 1. The Juwan Jennings situation, that's going to be a nice little visit. But I think there's a reason he's visiting Washington last, because I imagine when he comes here, he's not leaving. We are in a much more stable I never thought I'd say the words. Never thought I'd say the words with the way Lynch, Shanahan, Prog Marath, and company run business up in San Francisco. Washington is in a better and more stable, ready to go and contend today, September 1st, 2025, than the San Francisco 49ers. And I say that shit with my entire chest. I mean it. I love it. I cannot wait to talk some more of it, because my squad is here. Kendrick Bourne, come play for a contender. You had to be the number 1 receiver in New England. And while you've had a productive career, that ain't you. That ain't you. You don't have to sit here and be a caricature of yourself. You do not have to become more important at work than you need to be. You are a starting caliber receiver. You don't have to be no one's number 1 receiver. Over here, you don't even got to be the number 2. You can be the quasi number 3, 4 split type guy. So those wide receiver complaints we had in the preseason, we were watching Bama's like Chris Moore drop the football twice a game, go out the window when all of a sudden Luke McCaffrey's the last wide receiver in the room, because we're talking about a room of Terry, Debo, Noah Brown, Jalen Lane, Kendrick Bourne, and Luke McCaffrey, all of a sudden one of the positions that you scratched your head over during the preseason has become a goddamn strength. Kendrick Bourne signed with the Commanders tomorrow. You already got the rapport and the relationship with the overlap that you shared with Adam Peters in San Francisco before. You already know. Go say hi. Go say bye to the San Francisco 49ers. Bring your ass down to BigBear.ai Performance Center in Ashburn, Virginia tomorrow. And let's have ourselves a year. And speaking of having ourselves a year on this channel where we just hit 20,000 subscribers, thanks to all of you who watched it, we will be sponsored by the #1 fantasy app in the world going into this 2025 season. And that app I'm talking about is Sleeper. The NFL season is here, which means you now have a chance to 100 times your cash on daily fantasy football. Football has never been more exciting than it is right now with players like Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Jamar Chase. Pick on stats for stars like touchdowns, passing yards, receiving yards, fantasy points, and more for up to 100 times payout. Sleeper is the #1 fantasy app in the world. Get your picks right and you could win big using promo code RIO91. That's RIO91 and you'll get up to a $100 match bonus on your first deposit. Terms and conditions may apply. Thank you to Sleeper for sponsoring the channel for the year. We got the Sleeper going on. We're doing big things as we're trying to move up. So y'all have to bear with me when some of these videos and some of these streams, there's going to be a whole lot of sponsorship ads and commercials, Go to the bathroom when it comes on. But no, make sure you use my promo code RIO91 on Sleeper. And also, while we're here, we might as well get to it. 10% off any tickets on the SeatGeek app using promo code RIO10. Let's get at it. I'm looking to find the best deal on Washington Commanders tickets for the 2025 season, which is why I want to give the sponsor of today's video, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sporting events, festivals, and more. The NFL is right around the corner and MLB is in full swing. I love using SeatGeek. Recently used it, lock in my training camp tickets. Most notably, I was at the Grand National Tour with my son, Kendrick Lamar, and SZA at Northwest Stadium. SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 through 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And you know I had to come through for y'all using promo code RIO10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets with promo code RIO10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically sent to your account so you can use it later. Thank you, SeatGeek, for sponsoring this video. Thank you to Sleeper, and thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video all season long. In every stream, you will be seeing RIO10 on SeatGeek and RIO91 on the Sleeper app. But, man, look at that guy right there. Those uniforms that y'all begged for to come back, the Super Bowl era. Jaden Daniels is just casually walking throughout BigBear.ai Performance Center in Ashburn, Virginia. I got to get used to that. I got so used to the North of Virginia at Commanders Training Center at Commanders Park. It was a mouthful. It was a whole manifesto of words put together that it was just way too much. It sounded very Shakespearean-like, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited. You should be excited. And you do not have to temper or lower your expectations. You do not have to expect disaster. You do not have to PTSD brain be afraid of what's coming. The cloud is no longer hanging over this organization. Daniel Snyder is gone, and Josh Harris came in wholeheartedly with a real passion project. Maybe the 76ers, maybe that's his little experimental side venture. But this is the football team this man grew up watching, loving, and revering. So he came in here and he treated it like a delicate situation and hired the right people. And Adam Peters and company have come in and set a precedent. They have flipped a roster that was one of the worst in the NFL. There are only 12 to 14 players here that were here during the Redskins era. No, matter of fact, prior to Peters being here, Peters has been here for 2 off seasons, and there are only 12 players on the roster that were here before he got here. It is almost completely new. You do not see turnaround like this in sports. Believe it. It's not magic. It's not fictitious. We were not some fluky 1-year wonder. 1-year wonders don't grind like they ain't been there before. Jaden Daniels is showing up even earlier at this point. He's showing up to the campus even earlier. He's turning down business opportunities. He's getting right to it. This VR prep that he does is not a game. And everyone's going to try to do it, but just know that you can't imitate greatness. You either have it or you don't. Some guys are born with it. Some guys aren't. There was an article that came out in the Washington Post where they talked about Cliff saying that Jaden gets to practice even earlier than last season. He's turning down opportunities, very lucrative ones, to focus on football. You got to come on the channel at some point, Five. We need that one for the culture. But it's crazy to where he can't even go in the airport as far as where his fame is. I'm reading a clip from this article right now that Obvlon posted on Twitter. Over the past year, Daniels turned down more opportunities than he accepted. It said he turned down more opportunities than he accepted. His team filters most of them. He turned down several television show appearances over the offseason. He filmed a commercial for the NFL flag, and he now has a few corporate sponsorships coming out soon that he cannot talk about yet. He remains selective. He has discovered a lesson that it takes some athletes years to realize. Agreeing to a 30-second commercial means sacrificing at least a full day of time. This is so beautiful, man. We've seen the self-promoters. We've seen the RG Me's of the world. This kid just loves football. He loves the game. He love to hustle. He love to grind. And he's one of them ball-playing dudes that don't play about his job. And, you know, I know Philadelphia Eagles fans like to act like Jalen Hurts was the first person to say it. But the quote, keeping the main thing is what Jaden Daniels lives and embodies as a football player, as a professional, as a kid, as an adult, as a man in general. We're in good hands, y'all. We're in good hands. There is no sign of regression. Do not be afraid of expectations. Do not be afraid of a daunting and significantly more difficult schedule. It's supposed to be that way. We could be the New York Giants, who were absolute hot dog water last year and have a schedule harder than ours for a team that ain't ready for that type of smoke yet. Yes, they could be upgraded in 2025. Yes, I expect the Dallas Cowboys to be better than they were last year as long as Rain Dakota Prescott takes the football field. But we're also talking about a football team that just traded its best player in conference to a contender in Micah Parsons. So I love that for them. I love that for them. And the Philadelphia Eagles are obviously the team that we're all shooting for. We all got lined up in the crosshairs, and we're all ready to get after in 2025. So they're not going to hear any smoke from me yet. They're going to be kicking off the season Thursday night against the Dallas Cowboys, but it's here. Week 1 NFL kickoff week is now among us, and our Super Bowl window opens right now. And you can't ask for more as a football fan than a Super Bowl window opening up this early into a rookie quarterback's rookie deal. A great quarterback on a rookie contract is literally the greatest asset in sports because it's the biggest, highest pressure, highest paid position, and you're getting it on a discount. You're getting top 5 quarterback play right now from Jaden Daniels, and you're paying Walmart prices. You're paying great value brand prices for a Lamborghini, for a Ferrari, for the upper echelon of vehicles in the world. You are paying Eastern Motors prices. Shout out to Eastern Motors, by the way. But I love it here. The Terry McLaurin contract is done. And my favorite part about it is he will make as much money as he goes out and produces, because the standard is the standard. And we now have one here in DC. So as we open up NFL kickoff week 1 of this NFL season with a Super Bowl ring in mind, shout out to Mr. Pink for blessing the Commanders Kings with rings, by the way. I want all of you to stick your chest out, to flex on them, and get ready for another magical season as we kiss last season goodbye and as we work our way into a new season of glory. Super Bowl 60, we're coming for you. MVP 5 loading. All of that stuff, man. We're coming for it all in 2025. It's going to be a busy week on the channel. I got Lake Lewis coming on tomorrow as we're going to open up Washington versus New York Giants week. I should be having Justin Pugh on the channel, my boy Authentic from Authentic in the Beard, Commanders Kings. I think we're going live tonight. Live hate watch party on Thursday night for Dallas at Philly. Live watch party for the Sao Paulo game with Kansas City and the Chargers. And on Sunday, we're going live for the entire day, starting at about 12:15 noon. We're going all the way through Washington's game versus the Giants. We're going Rio Red Zone for the 4 o'clock hour, and we're going Sunday night, Baltimore versus Buffalo. We're going for the entire day. So you're going to get tired of seeing my face. Don't get too tired, because we're here. We're here to stay, and we are in full regular season mode. Shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring this video. Rio91 is the promo code for Sleeper. Rio10 is the promo code for SeatGeek. I will have all of these links in the description and the pinned comments below. That's all I got for right now, but as we leave, here's another word from our sponsor.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code RIO91.